Hey guys, this is Andrew Wiggins, Makisupa on DraftKings. I'm a DK analyst here to bring you the latest installment of NBA training camp. And we'll be talking about my favorite sport, the NBA. So the first thing you want to consider when sitting down to make a DraftKings lineup is the minutes the players are going to be playing that night. Because of course, if a player isn't on the court, he's not going to be able to get you any fantasy points. So on a day-to-day basis, injuries are the thing that will impact the minutes the most. So if a player gets hurt, that can impact both players that haven't been playing that can get inserted into the starting lineup or even as an expanded bench role. Or for players that have already been on the court, they might have an expanded role where they take on more of the scoring burden, or they may be playing more minutes as well. So the best place to check, to get a good idea of what the injury situation like, is Twitter. You can search a player's name and get a bunch of great results from beat writers and other people that are in the know. And you can also just check out basic NBA resources to figure out maybe there's some guys that you weren't considering that could potentially be out that night and open up value for other players. You can often find players that are really underpriced on DraftKings because they're priced for that bench role and they've now been inserted into a role with a lot more playing time or responsibility. The other thing to consider when you're looking at minutes is the rotation that the coach is using. There's a lot of ebb and flow in the NBA, and a player that's playing a lot of minutes early in the season might not have that same role later on. So the thing that I like to do when I'm considering that is I'll look at the last 3 to 5 games to get a good idea of how the coach is handling his players at that given time. And if you see that a player's been playing a lot in recent games, as long as nothing else has changed as far as injuries or anything else, you can feel pretty comfortable he's probably going to be playing a lot of minutes that night. The last thing I want to talk to you about is roster construction. And what I mean by that is where you're placing the players in your lineup based on what time they play. Because on DraftKings, there's a late swap option. And what that means is that until your player's game starts, you can sub him out for other players who also haven't started playing. In the NBA, there's always things changing, so you want to give yourself the most opportunity in case maybe one of your players isn't playing, or possibly there's another injury for a player that you weren't even considering that either now opens up the ability for value there and the potential to upgrade another one of your players. And by placing your players that are playing latest in the flex, you're giving yourself the most opportunity to make those changes and in the best position to win. So make sure you're checking in with DKTV and DraftKings Playbook throughout the season. We're going to be bringing you a lot of great information to help you win. And good luck this season. Thank you for watching.